Today we have gotten the full Season 2 roadmap and a trailer for Black Ops Cold War and also Warzone, and oh my god, there is so much information to break down. A lot of people have been complaining about a lack of content, and that is understandable if you just play 6v6 multiplayer, but if you are a fan of Zombies and Warzone 2, I think that there is so much to unpack here, and I do believe there will be more 6v6 remakes coming later in the season, similar to how we got Express as a surprise at the end of Season 1. So this update is launching next week on February the 25th, and will feature a new semi-open world Zombies Outbreak mode. In this video, I want to break down everything that we have learnt is coming to Zombies and also Warzone. So if you are interested in the multiplayer stuff, you can see the full roadmap on screen of everything coming, and I will also leave a link to Trek's blog post in this video's description if you want to go ahead and read it for yourself. Anyways, before we get into the juicy information, this video has been kindly sponsored by Dragon City. Dragon City is a free-to-play game that's available on both Android and iOS devices, but also Windows and Amazon products. Log in with Windows to save your game and play on all your devices, and take your city of dragons everywhere. Got what it takes to master this dragon game and collect and breed tons of adorable fire-breathing dragons, train them to your will, grow your collection, build your city, and prove your might to be the top dragon master in the world. There are over 80 million players worldwide, so do not miss out on this phenomenon. Build a dragon city on floating islands, fill it with farms, habitats, buildings, and tons of dragons. Breed cute baby dragons, treat them well, and build farms to feed and evolve them into stunning monsters to expand your collection and battle them into the game's PvP arenas. There are over 1,000 different dragons to collect to make your dragon city grow. Breed 2 dragons together to get new ones, combine dragons of fire, nature, pure, legend, and many other elements to breed unique hybrids and expand your dragon collection. Feed and train your dragons to take them into battle. There are different PvP modes, and you can fight in real time against your friends. There are special events every week to discover and play new adventures, and you can also collect dragons from these events. Summon dragons to your city from a magical world in the Tree of Life and try their skills. Collect orbs and empower your dragons. See their strength in battle grow. Unlock advanced game features like the Ancient World and build the Guardian Dragon Towers. Decorate your dragons with cool dragon skins from special events. Join alliances to battle with other dragon masters in Dragon City, chat with them, trade orbs in the trading hub, share in alliance gift events, and open alliance chests. So once again, if all of this sounds awesome to you, you can click my link in this video's description to check out the game and get exclusive special rewards for free. With that all being said, let's continue on with the rest of the video. So let's go over everything coming to Zombies in Season 2, and can I just say, what on earth is Noah J's title? This new mode has nothing to do with Kino der Toten. I understand that people thought it could be Kino der Toten due to the chandelier in the teaser, and I get how people could have been mistaken, but it's confirmed now that this mode is nothing to do with Kino. There is a very fine line between clickbait / exaggerating your titles and thumbnails to straight up lying. I totally understand that on countless occasions in the past, I have definitely overstepped that fine line, and there's plenty of videos that I made during Black Ops 3 5 years ago when I was a lot younger that I'm not proud of, but the past is in the past. I'm not against clickbait, people don't understand what it's like to be a creator. You could make a super informative video that you think is great, but without the right title and thumbnail, it could struggle to get the views that it kind of deserves, and your hard work goes to waste. But like I said, there is that fine line, and your content should always at least be somewhat related to the title and not just something completely different. Also, it makes more sense as a smaller creator because those extra views could be the difference between being able to pay your bills and support your family for the month. But when you are a multi-millionaire and every single video you post gets hundreds of thousands to millions of views guaranteed, is it really necessary? Also, this new mode isn't DLC 2. This is going to confuse people when the next map releases. Am I now going to be forced to call DLC 2 DLC 3 even though it isn't? By people titling videos this way, it literally directly affects me and other creators who are bounded by the strict YouTube algorithm. Anyways, with that all being said, what exactly is this Outbreak mode? Well, as you guys know, it is played on the Fireteam maps from multiplayer, and is an entirely new, large-scale zombies experience unlike any other. As Requiem continues to fall behind in the arms race against Omega Group, various regions in the Ural Mountains have recently become Dark Ether outbreak sites, with new opportunities to research the Dark Ether and advance Requiem's agenda. It's up to you and 3 fellow agents to complete the deadly experiments that very few have survived. Continuing the Dark Ether story, Outbreak takes place across across massive play spaces throughout the Euro Mountains, packed with new enemies, team objectives, player rewards, and intel to discover on foot, in vehicles or by jump pads, whether it's hunting down elite enemies using a satellite tracker, escorting a rover that detects dimensional portals, or holding out against zombies in a confirmed Dark Ether zone. Agents of Requiem will need to complete these investigations before they can exfil, or risk entering a Dark Ether portal to a new region for even more rewards. So yeah, basically, it's played on these fireteam maps. I'm not exactly sure whether we're just going to be able to play on all of the different fireteam maps. Obviously, all of them won't be available at launch, but they might add some later on, or whether it's going to be played on the full Euro Mountains map that we will be getting in Warzone at some point in time. I'm not exactly sure, but there's different challenges and objectives to complete around the map, and this mode is going to have perks. I don't know if it's going to have Pack-a-Punch, but I'm assuming it's going to have Pack-a-Punch, considering it has perks. It's going to have a world event. I believe that is the Order boss fight. It's going to have loads of different elite zombies you can fight. You can use vehicles to run over the zombies, and basically it's just a race to complete different objectives around the map. I'm not sure if these objectives are going to be random or whether they're going to be the same every single game. I wonder if you're going to be able to choose which objectives you do. I feel like it's going to be completely random though, and basically when you've completed enough of these objectives, you will then exfil the map and get that XP and stuff like that. But apparently if you fail the exfil, you will be sent into the Dark Ether, and we do see this within the trailer. Now, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work, but Trek did say there are exclusive rewards that you can obtain from the Dark Ether. This mode seems absolutely crazy. I am so proud of Treyarch. Although this isn't a new traditional zombies map or experience, this is basically a good substitute for a map. I get that it's played on multiplayer maps, but at the end of the day, this really is a substitute for a proper map. I am also wondering whether it's going to have an Easter egg or some sort of intro or ending cutscene. Maybe when you exfil the map, you could get some sort of cinematic. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure the mode is going to have Easter eggs and stuff like that. I don't know if it's going to have a main Easter egg though, but yeah, it isn't a survival mode. You just complete different objectives on the map. So a new Russian version of the Panzer Soldat is going to be on this Outbreak mode. This was actually leaked before release to be on Die Maschine. I guess they saved this boss for Outbreak though. And oh my god, we have the dragon head from the Eisendrache. It does seem like this mode is going to feature loot crates, as you can see, similar to the Coffin Dance Easter egg on Die Maschine or the secret room on Firebase Z. I wonder if this is going to be obtainable via an Easter egg or maybe entering the Dark Ether. There will be a Wonder Fizz machine on the map too that you can see on screen. I wonder if there's going to be other perks dotted around the map or whether there's just going to be the Wonder Fizz and that's how you get all of the perks. And you do see that there is a Dark Ether ring surrounding the area, and that is why I think it's just going to be played on sections from the Euro Mountains map, unless there is a way to transport between the different sections. But yeah, I feel like it's going to be just like Fireteam, where it's played on specific areas. So at the moment, it's a bit confusing on what exactly this Outbreak mode is. However, thankfully, Trek said in the coming days expect more information on this large-scale zombies experience, as well as several guides breaking down Outbreak from the basics to tips on specific objectives. So thankfully, they're going to keep us informed, because I feel like sometimes when Trek release content, especially when it's a big content release like this, it can get really confusing with what is going on, and it's great that they're going to be keeping us informed prior to the release. Trek did also tweet out this teaser piece of intel, and it says, Photons, Euro Mountains, teleportation device from the Dark Ether useful for rapid redeploy through the Outbreak Zone, marked by beacon anomaly, tested safe. And I believe this message is coming from Gregory Weaver. So yeah, this is going to be a redeploy feature, and you can see the Dark Ether portal right above. I'm not exactly sure how this works though. If you have any ideas, let me know in the comment section down below. I don't really know how this is going to play into the mode, because is this just so you can redeploy if you die and bleed out? Similar to in Warzone? I'm assuming that's probably what this is. And that means this mode must be quite difficult if there is a redeploy feature. Otherwise, we wouldn't really need this option. There isn't a redeploy feature in normal survival. And what does this even mean in terms of the storyline? Because if you die and then you redeploy from the Dark Ether, it's basically resurrecting you. I do also want to say a lot of people are confused about whether this mode is going to be in Warzone or it's going to be in Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Well, the Outbreak mode is going to be in Zombies. However, there is also simultaneously a Zombies Outbreak event that's also going to be in Warzone. So the Outbreak mode in Black Ops Cold War is going to just be a 4-player game mode with different different Requiem operators, and you won't be fighting against each other. However, this Warzone update that's coming, zombies are coming to Verdansk, and I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work in Warzone, but I'm assuming it's going to be the regular Battle Royale, but there's going to be zombies and other things you can do as well, as there are trial machines accidentally showing up on the map in the Rumble playlist saying press square to activate zombies. And the thing is, if we look on this roadmap, it says that this event that is running in Cold War and Warzone is ending on March 11th, which is a day after the release date of Warzone. So basically, as soon as Season 2 drops up until March 11th, there are going to be different challenges to complete inside of Warzone and also this Outbreak Zombies mode. And all of those challenges are going to be to do with zombies, for example, running over a certain amount of zombies or killing a certain amount of elites. And it's going to work just like the Halloween event for Warzone, where it's kind of like a mini battle pass. As you complete the different challenges, you will unlock exclusive loot. I don't really understand as to why zombies are coming to Verdansk though. We learn from the Season 2 intro cinematic that Adler has been kidnapped by Stitch and he is being taken to Verdansk, probably over to the new Gulag. And there is also this ship that is coming into Rebirth / Verdansk. And I'm assuming that Stitch is probably bringing Ethereum or something like that to unleash the Dark Ether on Verdansk. I don't really understand why, because these are two completely different time eras. It really doesn't make much sense unless Verdansk is going to become the 1980s version of Verdansk, but I don't think that is happening. So this boat is actually called Vodianoi, and we have a description for it. So it says, last sighted off the coast of Rebirth Island, recent intel suggests that the cargo tanker has gone missing at sea. However, recent visuals have identified a vessel matching the description heading towards the port of Verdansk. Operators within the vicinity are recommended to exercise extreme caution as the ship is carrying unknown cargo and its crew are not able to be contacted. So yeah, they have to be zombies. I don't really know as to why Stitch is bringing zombies to Verdansk, and if you guys are unaware, previously this boat was outside of Rebirth Island. It's recently been removed and you can now see it coming into Verdansk. So that's why zombies are coming to Warzone. So yeah, I do believe that for some weird reason this boat was transporting Ethereum and that caused the passengers to turn into zombies, because there has been some more weird glitch effects inside of Warzone, and when you translate the Russian speech, it reads, Captain Rosenthal speaking, Russian ship Vodianoi happened. We were transporting strange biological material. What have we done? There was an infection outbreak. I'm afraid we won't be able to contain it. And then screams. So that is why they are not able to contact the ship, because everyone on board has turned into zombies and the ship is likely to crash into the banks of Verdansk. The reason as to why a storm comes in when the boat comes in is because we learn from intel posted on Treyarch's Twitter that the Dark Ether crystals actually alter the weather. So there must be Dark Ether crystals present on the boat. And we see that the storm cloud is starting to come in. So I think when this zombies event hits Warzone, the map is going to turn darker as this storm cloud comes onto the map. So I think it's going to be similar to the Halloween event where it was nighttime, but this time it's going to be dark due to the storm. Hopefully that clarifies everything. It is still a little bit confusing. I don't really know what's going on, but the simple explanation is there is an Outbreak Zombies mode in Cold War, but there is also a Warzone Zombies event at the same time. And the thing is, if zombies are coming to Verdansk, well, I think the Nuke event is finally going to happen, because the event happens to end on the 11th of March, as he said, one day after the 1-year anniversary of Warzone. And we see within the trailer that the nuke bunker silos have started to open up, and we can go in the other sections of the bunkers, and I think that we might nuke Verdansk to get rid of the zombies, and that is going to be some big event that might happen as soon as this zombies event ends. And then we might get the new Euro Mountains map inside of Warzone, and maybe there will also be the post-apocalyptic version of Verdansk after it's been nuked, or maybe Verdansk will disappear for a little while and come back at a later date. And this event is labelled as the beginning of the end, so I guess that is a massive clue that Verdansk is going to be nuked. They did also say, meanwhile, within Verdansk, something major is beginning to rumble deep underground, obviously referring to these nukes. Although other reports on these new locales are still classified, we'd advise to explore these areas at your own risk. But this zombies event is a limited time game mode or event inside of Warzone, but Outbreak will always remain inside of Black Ops Cold War. However, the challenges are going to be limited time. The thing is, we are being spoiled by Treyarch. There is a lot of other stuff coming to Zombies zombies as well. So, there is a new field upgrade called Frenzied Guard, and the description is, add an additional layer of strategy to your zombies loadout with Frenzied Guard. A brand new field upgrade perfect for agents who love to be the center of attention. So upon activation, all enemies will immediately target the Frenzied Guard user for a brief period. During this time, only armor will take damage, so you won't be damaged. This can be a game changer when fellow operators are surrounded by the undead masses, as they will turn their attention away from those in peril and towards the armored savior. So this upgrade was leaked before the release of the game even, and it's finally releasing. I believe they have slightly changed it because now it's actually worthwhile. I think before, it just literally made the zombies be attracted to you instead of the other players, whereas now it's a lot better. Trek said, use Ethereum crystals to upgrade Frenzied Guard with powerful modifiers, such as having it repair all armor upon activation, increasing its duration to 15 seconds, and even slowing all normal enemies to walk speed while it's active. And if you think that's enough, we're also getting a new ammo mod called Shatter Blast. Ready to bring the boom, the Pack-a-Punch machine and Elemental Pop will now include the Shatter Blast ammo mod, which makes all bullets deal explosive damage. Each bullet also has a chance to explode, dealing additional explosive damage and destroying any impacted armor. I'm not going to lie, this might be a new favorite of mine. It sounds really good. They said it's intended to help destroy heavy zombies. This fantastic mod comes with plenty of explosive upgrades through the skills menu, including having all explosives deal damage to nearby enemies, knock down normal enemies, or double their size for an even bigger bang. In addition to this, Trek is spoiling us even more. They are giving us 2 new skill tiers for all items in the game. So prior to the release of Black Ops Cold War, it was leaked that all of the different perks, ammo mods, and weapon classes would have 3 tier upgrades. Well, they ended up actually changing it to just 3 upgrades for each because they felt like you were too overpowered. So now they are re-adding back in those additional 2 upgrades to everything. I am assuming they have probably done some balancing changes though, so you're not too overpowered. And I'm really excited to see what those upgrades are, and this is going to give us a reason to grind zombies again, because I grinded zombies a ton on D-Machine as soon as the game first released. I played it non-stop for 2 to 3 days, and I unlocked all of the tier upgrades almost straight away, and then I had nothing to do. So I'm glad that we're going to have a lot more tier upgrades to unlock, and you will also be able to unlock crystals and stuff like that within Outbreak, I believe. So I'm assuming you will get bonus ones when you exfil, and there's probably bonus stuff in the Dark Ether as well, like they were saying earlier. So Treg said, with the help of 2 new Ethereum crystal types, refined and flawless Ethereum crystals, Agents of Requiem will be able to upgrade all skills to tier 4 and 5. So we're not exactly sure how we earn these new crystal types, so they won't be the regular crystals we were earning before. These are going to be new crystal types. And Treg said, prepare to chase those high rounds in traditional and round-based zombies, or complete multiple Outbreak investigations in a single run to get a chance at earning these new crystals, which will further improve your weapon classes, field upgrades, perks, and ammo mods. So there is a new Scorestreak coming to multiplayer, which is the Death Machine. However, it's also going to be accessible in Outbreak and also Firebase C and D-Machiner from the buy station, so you'll be able to craft a Death Machine with salvage. Honestly, I would rather see it as a weapon drop because I think there's already quite good kill streaks in zombies, so I don't really know if many people are going to use the Death Machine. There will also be some new vehicles coming. So we first have the Sedan. So within Outbreak, operators can find an old yet surprisingly reliable Eastern Bloc sedan to help them survive, featuring enough room for the whole squad. This new vehicle is great for getting to the next objective quickly and performing a drive-by or a ramming charge on the undead horde. So like I said earlier, there are vehicles in Outbreak, so I'm assuming the mode will feature the same ones from Fireteam and some additional ones that they are describing, and you will literally be able to run over the zombies. We then are going to be seeing the Light Truck, another new vehicle that appears in Outbreak. This 4-passenger off-road military vehicle delivers plenty of pep for a light utility truck. The lack of windows or a roof leaves plenty of room for operators to fire out at the undead or parachute in for an epic escape. So yes, you will parachute into this mode similar to Fireteam. I thought that was going to be the case anyways. So with Season 2, there is a brand new multi-team multiplayer map called Golova, and this is also going to be a part of this Euro Mountains map in the Outbreak mode. However, it won't be playable as a multiplayer map until later on in the season, but I think it will be playable in Outbreak at the start of the season. So the description for Golova reads, Golova appears to be a traditional Russian village located within the picturesque Ural Plains, but beneath its surface, it holds a dark secret embedded by its designer and creator, Nikita Dragovich. So there is some awesome lore in terms of the backstory of this map. It says a testing ground for the expansion of the numbers program, Golova features plenty of close quarter combat opportunities throughout the town, from a massive church to its rows of houses and industrial park. The stair-stepped terrain on which the town was built still provides some long-range firefight opportunities but encourages lighter QCB play around its objective areas. Interestingly enough, at the end of the Season 2 trailer, we do see this shot where the zombie is wearing a Santa hat. It was rumoured that Outbreak was going to come on launch at one point in time and even come in Season 1, so I'm wondering if at one point in time this mode was planned to release around Christmas with the Christmas event, and they forgot to edit this part out of the trailer. I'm not entirely sure, but that is definitely interesting. We do have some information regarding Warzone 2, I will briefly go over it. So it says, in addition to the new weapons and operators in Black Ops Cold War in Season 2, and also a fresh loot pool in Warzone, Warzone receives new and shocking points of interest to explore and 2 modes that shake up the traditional Battle Royale formula. So, in terms of new points of interest, across Verdansk, there are a number of points of interest to either discover or more fully explore. So I'm assuming that's referring to these bunkers that have opened up and we can explore the other area that we couldn't previously access because the door was sealed, all advancing Warzone's story while offering new places to scavenge and scrap for survival. You will also be able to pre-download the Season 2 update early. So Trek said, for Season 2 of Black Ops Cold War, there will be an update rolling out on February the 23rd, scheduled between 9 PM and 11 PM Pacific time. You obviously won't be able to install the update until it goes live. Warzone will also receive a rolling update on February the 24th between 9 PM and 11 PM Pacific time. The Season 2 Black Ops Cold War and Warzone content is expected to be available between 9 PM and 11 PM Pacific time on February the 24th, which is the 25th for most people in the world. So yeah, for people with slow internet, you will be able to pre-download the update on the 23rd so that you are prepared for launch. We see one of the objectives is actually escorting this vehicle carrying monkeys, and we have been speculating that we would be seeing monkeys in a future DLC map for quite some time. I really am surprised that we never saw them on Firebase Z, and these will probably be used for experiments with the Dark Ether. I think it is inevitable that we will see monkeys on a future map. So finally, to conclude this video, we are going to be seeing a Samantha Maxis operator, but she's unfortunately going to be a bundle in the store. I wish you just unlocked her for completing the Firebase Z Easter egg. So she's going to be a part of NATO, and she won't be there at the start of the season, she's going to be coming later on. And the description says, for the first time in Black Ops history, Samantha Maxis will be a playable operator, and not just in zombies. Following her rescue from the Omega group at Firebase Z, Maxis prepares to join Requiem on the front lines to fend off outbreaks throughout the Ural Mountains, and of course, she's not afraid to join NATO's fight against the Warsaw Pact in multiplayer, or drop into Verdansk and Rebirth Island in Warzone, even though that makes no sense storyline wise. The picture for her does show her with a pet dog, however I believe this dog is going to be for the Wolf Operator bundle, if I am correct. I could be wrong though. Samantha Maxis will be coming with an exclusive reactive blueprint, and you can see her holding it in this image. The camo will be animated and it will change as you get more kills. And just a quick reminder that this video has been sponsored by Dragon City, so if you want to get that exclusive loot, click the link in the description. So yeah, that's pretty much everything we know about zombies and also Warzone. As I said, check the link in the description to find out everything else regarding multiplayer and the new weapons and operators that are coming. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.